And it's largely mobile now. Kurt, how has conversion rate optimization evolved over the years now that e-commerce is largely mobile first? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's getting bigger every day, mobile, and like, how has that evolved, this CRO, being that e-commerce is largely mobile first now?
Well, a couple things. What's interesting is, like, many sites, and it's not uncommon, will be at like 90% mobile traffic, but the conversion rate, the experience on mobile, especially checkout, still sucks. Like, it really has not been sorted out well. So it is typical for, even with 90% of the traffic on mobile, the conversion rate on mobile in a very good optimized store is still going to be about 50% of desktop. So they are both incredibly important. But most of your revenue is going to happen on desktop, but your research and purchase decisions are going to happen on mobile. So, like, you have to have a great experience on both. And then the other interesting thing about it is it has put an outsized importance on page speed, right? Because we've got connections on mobile phones is often much slower, so we need to have fast sites. Sometimes, as a test, I will go in our office building. There's a spot by the elevator that I know has just terrible reception. It kicks me off LTE. I'll go load a site on there and see what happens. Like, how long until I can navigate it? What breaks? What works? So that's an interesting test to take. And it's putting an importance on readability and legibility. Like, a phone screen is just not that big. The web is 90% typography. Your website needs to be really easy to read. So just like going back and studying the basics of typographic design has helped me immensely. But yeah, just sometimes just bumping up the font size is enough to increase conversion.
That was going to actually lead me to another question. What design mistakes do you see merchants making?
Well, there's always this goofball idea that no one reads on the web, which just isn't true. They skim and then they read. So, like, we often see people just taking out, like, you don't want those customer service questions. Well, you got to answer them up front. So we see people with just, like, short, useless product descriptions. That drives me crazy. There's this idea that, like, subtle is sophisticated, and somehow that became, well, really tiny fonts are sophisticated. So, like, you go on the luxury brand sites, and they're, like, 13-point font and this, like, really thin weight.
Very minimalist.
Forget that. Just make the damn thing readable, and conversions will go up. Number one, this one drives me nuts, is like, your main menu navigation should just be about shopping. And a lot of sites you go on, like, the first link is home, and then the second link is shop, and it's just a monstrous drop-down menu. And then, like, all the other links are useless things. Like, in the main, that shouldn't be in the main menu. They should be in the footer. But if I said that and immediately you thought about your own site with just everything buried in one shop drop-down menu, that shop drop-down menu, that should be the entire menu. Just pull all that stuff out of the drop-down, make that the main menu. The faster you can get someone to a product, that's the difference between them walking past the storefront and walking into it. Those people are going to be twice as likely to buy from you.